Did you know that there are 24 Earth-like planets that could potentially host life? We know that humans won't be able to live on Earth, either because we'll destroy it or an asteroid will hit us, or the Sun will become a red giant and envelope the inner planets, including Earth. So we need to start looking for a new place to live, a new planet to call our new Earth, our new home. Stay with us and we'll tell you all about it. Where are we looking for life, and why? An old joke offers an answer. Asked why, on a dark night, he was looking for his missing car keys beneath a street lamp, the man answered, because the light's better. Life on other planets might be like nothing on Earth, it could be life as we don't know it. But it makes sense, at least at first, to search for something more familiar. Life as we know it should be easier to find. And the light's better in the habitable zone, or the area around a star where planetary surface temperatures could allow the pooling of water. Other similarities to Earth come into sharper focus in the search for life. Many rocky planets have been detected in Earth's size range, a point in favor of possible life. Based on what we've observed in our own solar system, large, gaseous worlds like Jupiter seem far less likely to offer habitable conditions. But most of these Earth-sized worlds have been detected orbiting red dwarf stars. Earth-sized planets in wide orbits around Sun-like stars are much harder to detect. Yet these red dwarfs have a potentially deadly habit, especially in their younger years. Powerful flares tend to erupt with some frequency from their surfaces. These could sterilize closely orbiting planets where life had only begun to get a toehold. That's a strike against possible life. Because our Sun has nurtured life on Earth for nearly 4 billion years, conventional wisdom would suggest that stars like it would be prime candidates in the search for other potentially habitable worlds. G-type yellow stars like our Sun, however, are shorter-lived and less common in our galaxy. Stars, slightly cooler and less luminous than our Sun, called orange dwarfs, are considered by some scientists as potentially better for advanced life. They can burn steadily for tens of billions of years. This opens up a vast timescape for biological evolution to pursue an infinity of experiments for yielding robust life forms. And, for every star like our Sun there are 3 times as many orange dwarfs in the Milky Way. Exoplanet temperature, size, star type, the galaxy offers up a menu of worlds that echo aspects of our own, yet at the same time are vastly different. 1. Kepler 186f. Kepler 186f was the first Earth-sized exoplanet found in the habitable zone. It has an orbit of 130 Earth days and is less than 10% larger than Earth. It seems like it would be a great candidate to house liquid water, and, in turn, life. But there's a catch. It's a whopping 490 light-years away from Earth, in the constellation Cygnus. 2. K272e. Discovered in 2016, K272e, which orbits the K272 star in the Aquarius constellation, is a rocky, M-warm Terran exoplanet just 217 light-years away from Earth. 3. Teegarden Star B. Discovered in 2019, Teegarden Star B is a type of rocky exoplanet called a super-Earth. It has an orbital period of 4.9 Earth days and mass 1.05 times that of Earth. This star system is only 12.5 light-years away from Earth. 4. Teegarden's Star C. Discovered alongside Teegarden's Star B in 2019, Teegarden's Star C is also a potentially rocky super-Earth. It has an orbital period of 11.4 Earth days and mass 1.11 times that of Earth. This star system is only 12.5 light-years away from Earth. 5. Proxima Centauri b. Proxima Centauri b orbits Earth's closest stellar neighbor, Proxima Centauri, just 4.22 light-years away. It has a mass of 1.27 Earths and orbits its star every 11.2 days. Scientists announced the exoplanet in 2016. 6. TRAPPIST-1d. While scientists discovered the TRAPPIST-1 in 1999, 3 of its surrounding exoplanets followed in 2016. The star system is 40 light-years from Earth. Some data have suggested that TRAPPIST-1d may have a ring of water around the exoplanet's terminator, or the line that demarcates the warm day side and chilly night side of the planet. 7. TRAPPIST-1f. TRAPPIST-1f is a super-Earth exoplanet that orbits a M-type star. Its mass is 0.68 Earths, it takes 9.2 days to complete one orbit of its star, and is 0.0371 astronomical units from its star. Its discovery was announced in 2017. 8. TRAPPIST-1e. TRAPPIST-1e is the fourth of TRAPPIST-1's exoplanets, and the second within the habitable zone. A paper published in 2018 suggests that TRAPPIST-1e may have an iron core like Earth's and therefore may have a protective magnetosphere. 9. TRAPPIST-1g. The largest of the TRAPPIST-1 exoplanets and the sixth from the star, TRAPPIST-1g is thought to have an atmosphere that isn't rich in hydrogen, which signals that it evolved over the course of millions of years. This also means that, like its exoplanet neighbors, TRAPPIST-1g is probably a rocky body. 10. GJ1061c. GJ1061c is one of 3 exoplanets orbiting the red dwarf Gliese 1061, which lies roughly 12 light-years away from Earth and is the 20th nearest star. It has an orbital period of about 6.7 Earth days. 11. GJ1061d. Gliese 1061, the star that GJ1061 orbits, can be found in the Horologium constellation. The exoplanet circles its star once every 12.4 Earth days. 12. GJ667ce. It takes the super-Earth exoplanet GJ667ce a whopping 62 Earth days to orbit its star, and its mass is 2.7 times that of Earth's. The exoplanet is one of 3 that circle the star GJ667c, which isn't visible from Earth and is 22 light-years from our planet. 13. GJ667cf. World, GJ667cf also has a mass that's 2.7 times Earth's, but it has a much shorter orbital period and takes around 39 days to orbit its star. 14. GJ273b. It takes 18.6 days for this exoplanet to orbit its M-type star. The exoplanet has a mass 2.89 times the mass of Earth, and is about 12 light-years from home. 15. Wolf 1061c. A full orbit for Wolf 1061c takes 17.9 days, and it has a sizable mass, about 3.41 times that of Earth's. The exoplanet orbits a M-type star 14 light-years from Earth. 16. Gliese 667cc. This exoplanet, which lies just 22 light-years from Earth, is at least 4.5 times as massive as Earth, and researchers aren't sure whether or not it's rocky. Gliese 667cc completes one orbit around its host star in a mere 28 days, but that star is a red dwarf considerably cooler than the Sun, so the exoplanet is thought to lie in the habitable zone. However, Gliese 667cc, which was discovered with the European Southern Observatory's 3.6-meter telescope in Chile, may orbit close enough in to be baked by flares from the red dwarf. Of the 1,030 confirmed planets discovered by NASA's Kepler spacecraft, a dozen are less than twice the size of Earth and reside in the habitable zone of their host stars. In this diagram, the sizes of the exoplanets are represented by the size of each sphere. 17. GJ 3323b. This super-Earth takes 5.4 days to complete an orbit around its M-type star. It has a mass 2.02 times Earth's and is approximately 17 light-years from our planet. 18. Tau Cetie F. Tau Cetie F is a super-Earth exoplanet that orbits a G-type star, visible from Earth, every 1.7 Earth years. It has a mass about 3.93 times Earth's and sits about 12 light-years away. But scientists have called into question the habitable status of Tau Cetie F and its neighbor. A 2015 study claimed that the label was generous since the exoplanets didn't enter the habitable zone until cosmically recently, less than a billion years. 19. Tau Cetie E. Tau Cetie E has a mass 3.93 times Earth's and takes 162.9 days to orbit its G-type star. Scientists announced the exoplanet in 2017. 20. Kepler 62f. Kepler 62f orbits Kepler 62, approximately 1,200 light-years away from Earth. Recent research has led astronomers to believe that the exoplanet may be a water world, just like Earth. It's about 1.4 times larger than Earth. 21. Kepler 442b. This super-Earth exoplanet takes 112.3 Earth days to orbit its K-type, orange dwarf star, which is 1,206 light-years away from Earth. The rocky world has a mass 2.36 times that of our planet. 22. Kepler 1229b. Kepler 1229b also orbits a K-type star. But this exoplanet takes about 86.8 days to circle the orange dwarf Kepler 1229, which is 770 light-years away from Earth. 23. TWA 700d. And then there's the newest member of the potentially habitable bunch, TWA 700d, which was just announced as the first habitable exoplanet to be discovered by NASA's TESS telescope. It circles the red dwarf star TWA 700 on an orbital period of roughly 10 Earth days and has a mass 2.6 times that of our planet. The star system lies just 101.5 light-years from Earth. 24. Kepler 438b. Kepler 438b, SE equals 0.88, has the highest SE of any exoplanet known. Discovered in 2015 around a red dwarf star, significantly smaller and cooler than our Sun, it has a radius only 12% larger than Earth's. It orbits the star, which is 470 light-years from Earth, every 35 days and is in its habitable zone, the region around a star which is neither too hot nor too cold for orbiting planets to support liquid water on the surface. As with other discoveries by Kepler around faint stars, the planet's mass has not been measured, but if its composition is rocky, it may be only 1.4 times that of the Earth's with a surface temperature between 0 degrees Celsius and 60 degrees Celsius. However, the SE is not a foolproof method for classifying the Earth-like nature of a planet. It has recently been found that Kepler 438b's host star regularly sends out powerful flares of radiation, which may render the planet uninhabitable after all. Thanks for watching Interstellar Worlds. Which of these planets would you consider the best option of the survival of the human race? Would you like to live in one of those planets? Let us know in the comments section down below. We'll see you in the next video, right here, in Interstellar Worlds.